October, it feels like football. And it feels like homecoming at Russellville High School, Cyclone Stadium. Here are the captains for tonight's game for Russellville. Number 36 is Grant Mitchner. Number 16, Lucas Frazee. Number 7, Stephen Gebhardt. Number 99, Big David Stewart. Look at the crowd at Cyclone Stadium tonight. Big ball game. Russellville excited with their second-ranked and undefeated Russellville Crimson Cyclones. Homecoming, and we have some honorary coaches also. From left to right there in the red cap, you have Charlie Goodman. Man in the middle there of the three is Billie Jean Davis. And the man in the dark windbreaker is Lewis Ray. All former coaches here at Russellville High School and enjoying being honorary co-captains tonight for this game. For Bryant, number 16 is Austin Bradley. Number 17 is Hunter Ward. Number 55 is Eli Staten. And number 88 is Temple Holdcraft. You can hear the excitement in the air. Everybody shaking hands around, even the honorary captains for tonight's game, as the officials will step forward, give the ground rules for tonight's game, and have the toss of the coin. Big game, Bryant, a very good football team. The Cyclones, who would have thunk it, as they say in Arkansawyer language. Undefeated, number 2 ranked in the state, but still a lot of football to be played this football season. You have teams still looming in conference play for the Cyclones, including Van Buren, Little Rock Catholic, and Cabot. All those still waiting, trying to corral this Russellville Cyclone Ball Club that has just gone wild this fall of 2008. There's the toss of the coin. And we'll see who has won the toss. Everybody changes around, and Bryant will be receiving to open the football game and will defend the north goal. Russellville in their home red uniforms, white numerals, black helmets, and black trousers. And look at that crowd again here at Cyclone Stadium. As the Cyclones, the captains, go off to the north end zone so they can run through the tunnel with the remainder of the Russellville Cyclones. And, of course, each week they have gathered in that tunnel. And then as you see, the smoke begins to pour out from underneath the cyclone tunnel, and it begins to bob and shake and rumble just like a cyclone is coming through it. And suddenly the Cyclones will burst forth. There they come, with Marcus Kitchens leading the way as he usually does. Number 11 right behind the cheerleaders. There's Jason Walker, number 20. And the Cyclones come onto the field. They've got to be excited. Boy, we've had some great football already this season. Some nail-biters, some big ball games, some big victories. And it has provided a lot of excitement and a lot of pride for Russellville High School this season. And as we said, currently ranked number 2. But you know, I heard Texas coach Mac Brown, after the Longhorns were elevated to number 1 in the latest AP poll, say, you know, nobody remembers who was number 1 at this time a year ago. You only remember who was number 1 at the end of the year. A lot of truth to that. It's an honor to be this highly ranked because it shows what has happened with all the hard work that the Cyclones have put forward and over the summer in the fall drills. And there is head coach Jeff Holt, ready to give these kids the plays that hopefully will bring them victory tonight here at Cyclone Stadium and bring them a big victory for homecoming. But as we were saying, it's an entire season. It's all 10 weeks long, plus another several weeks of the playoffs. And the Cyclones just trying to continue to get better week after week. This, of course, before the home crowd tonight, and that's always great. And you hope, if you're the coaching staff, if you're the fans, that homecoming activities have not taken away the focus from this ball club. And we don't just mean for the Cyclones, but I think any football coach and his staff are hopeful that you have homecoming, you love all the activities surrounding homecoming, but you hope that the players continue to place the emphasis where it needs to be, and that is on the game itself. Number 18 is Zach Hocker. What a kicker he has developed into. Just a junior. Has been consistently putting the kickoffs into the end zone. And he's ready to try to do it once again to begin this football game and not allow Bryant to have a run back to begin the ball game. The kick is in the air. This one's going to go through the end zone. That's exactly what we were talking about, and Bryant will have to start first down and 10 at their own 20-yard line. That's always a psychological edge if your kicker doesn't allow even the thought of a big return. So Bryant out onto the field dressed in white uniforms this evening, their road uniforms. And they'll go right to the shotgun. Jimmy Easterling, number 14, is the quarterback for this very good Bryant football team. One single setback. Now they flip-flop the tight end. Bring a man in motion. Hand it off to the tailback. Good running room on first down. Picked up about 7. And carrying the football is Chris Rycraw. He's a 5'10", 160-pound junior. Number 1, Bradford Webb made the stop. Gain of 7. Second down and 3. And a big hole over the left offensive side for Bryant. The Hornets in the I formation now. Easterling throws it out in the flat. Incomplete. And the pass a little high, thrown intended for 6'5" Tim Floyd. So they had to throw it pretty high. Number 80, a senior.
Third down and 3, Bryant, 27-yard line.
Third down and 3 for Bryant, who tried to throw the quick pattern out to the wide receiver, let him work one-on-one. And when you got a guy who's 6'5" out there, that's a pretty big target. From the shotgun, Easterling brings the man in motion back to the near side. Hands it off once again to Rycroft. Has the first down and more. Going to be spun out near the 35-yard line. Josh Morosco, number 3, made the stop. After Rycroft gained out to the 35-yard line and a first down. Just underway, first quarter. Thanks to all of our great sponsors here on IMC Studios Sportswatch. They are your sponsors week after week, bringing you televised action of the Russellville Crimson Cyclones. Offset eye in the backfield. Again, bring that man in motion back to the near side. Really load up that right side. Give it off to Rycroft once again. And he is stopped by David Stewart after a pickup of about 3. Hard not when you bounce off big David Stewart at 6'4", 327. You can see why you do sometimes get knocked the balance. You get knocked off balance and dropped for about a 3-yard loss out to the 38-yard line. Brandon Parrish is number 2. He's that slot back who keeps coming in motion. So he gets a lot of running. Now they move into a winged formation. Rolling. Eastling goes back left. Under pressure. Now comes up. Running for his life. 50-yard line. 45-40. He's off to the races. 20, 10, 5. And bumped out of bounds at the last second down to about the 2-yard line.
Keeps on the play. He's run out of
3-yard line is where they're going to place him, and Easterling turned a bootleg pass play into a big gainer, but there's a flag on the play. So this one may be coming back. The first yellow hanky of the night falls to the turf. And Marcus Kitchens, you can already see him going, yes, go back. We're going to take it. All the way, go back. So the infraction, that's an illegal block in the back.
Illegal use of hands against Bryant.
Let's see if they have it from the point.
Penalty will be marked.
Yes, from the point of the infraction.
10-yard penalty.
So it's a 10-yard penalty.
First down and 10, Bryant.
So it's first down for Bryant after the not quite as long a run. Back to the 31-yard line instead of the 3. But a nice run by Easterling. Rycraw is split as in the backfield just to the left of Easterling. Our ground level camera giving you a look from the sidelines, what the other players and the coaches see. Wait, the throw out of the backfield is complete to the fullback. He slides outside and got knocked out of bounds finally by Josh Marasco. That was the fullback, Aspen Trevino, 5'11", 210 senior, who came out of the backfield.
First down and 10, Bryant.
Football at the 20-yard line, first down for the Bryant Hornets, who continue to just march down the field after taking the initial opening kickoff. Twin wide receivers to the near side, a single receiver to the far side. That's the narrow side of the field. Give it to Rycroft. Speeds that inside and going to be turned as he got inside the 10 down to around the 7-yard line. Another big gainer and some big holes being opened by that offensive line from Bryant. Down to about the 7-yard line, it's a first and goal for the Hornets.
First down
And this
Bryant.
very proud Russellville Cyclone defense being tested here early. That offensive line from Bryant doing a great job of opening some holes, and Rycraw has been able to capitalize on it in addition to Easterling. Rycraw remains in the backfield as Easterling goes from the shotgun. Keeps it himself down near the goal line, got down to about the 2-yard line before Terrell Carter pinned him there. And Easterling not afraid to take it right up the middle.
Second down and goal, Bryant.
Really about the 3-yard line is where the officials place it. First quarter action, first drive of the ball game as Bryant trying to score early here on the Cyclones at homecoming. Give it off to Rycraw, and he is in for the Bryant touchdown. Bounced off one defender and went in standing up to make it 6-0 in favor of the Bryant Hornets with 9:08 left to go here in the first quarter. Boy, Bryant made that look too easy. Some big holes for that offensive line to allow those running backs to go through. Try now for the extra point. The kick is in the air, and the kick, it is good. That was Austin Bradley, number 16, one of the captains who kicked the extra point good. With 9:08 left to go in the first period, Bryant is struck first and lead our Russellville Cyclones 7-0.
Danny Cawthorn wants to be your next Pope County Sheriff. He has 16 years of law enforcement background and experience, was hired as a Pope County deputy in 1974, is a Vietnam veteran who served with the 101st Airborne, the owner of a successful Pope County small business. Danny Cawthorn, your choice for Pope County Sheriff.
Hi, I'm Danny Cawthorn, and I'd like to be your next sheriff.
We want you to vote for Danny. Have you looked closely at the rate on your interest-bearing checking account? What about the account benefits? Are you getting the rewards you deserve? Maybe it's time to check out Reward Checking, offered exclusively at First State Bank, the only bank in the market paying higher interest checking. Plus, you get same-day posting and refunds on your foreign ATM fees. We'll also include free online banking with bill pay. Don't settle for second-best checking when you can have Reward Checking from First State Bank, your true community bank.
26, Jacob Sparks.
Well, let's hope that the Russellville Cyclones have now gotten the homecoming jitters out of their system and settle down and play Russellville Cyclone football now as Bradley approaches the football after kicking the extra point. Comes down, it'll be taken at the 5. That's Golden to the 25, and he ran over one defender. Finally bumping him out of bounds was Chris Brooks, number 6, a senior defensive back. But a good return from Kenneth Golden places the football 26-yard line, first down for Russellville, trailing 7-0 here midway through period number 1. Quarterback is Barrett Hughes. I formation in the backfield. Give it off to Golden. Whoa, nothing doing there. And really the guy who slid down and fell down in front of him reached out and made the tackle. Good stop there defensively by number 32. That's Austin Hubbard, linebacker, 5'10", 195, who came through and was actually laying on his stomach, but reached up and got enough of Golden's foot to trip him up. Second down. About 11. Golden dropped for a loss after the handoff. Boy, oh boy, Bryant was in the backfield.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage by Sean Birchfield.
Sean Birchfield, number 95, a senior linebacker, 5'10", 175 from the other side, made that stop. Wow, and 2 straight losses for the Cyclone offense. Drops the football back to the 20-yard line. Third down and 16. So Hughes from the shotgun gets it off to... That's Bradford Webb, number 1, who was the receiver on that play, but he got nowhere. And that's going to force Russellville to punt the football. It was a loss of another 5 on that little hitch pattern out of the backfield. And the loss back to the 15 makes it 4th and 21. Deep for Bryant is Logan Garland. He's a junior. And Zach Hocker will try to put a leg into this one. And it's an end-over-end kick. Bryant's going to let it hit and roll sideways, but downed by Russellville at the 44-yard line by Marcus Kitchens. 44-yard line of Russellville, so that's going to give Bryant excellent field position. Already leading 7-0 here midway through period number 1, and the defense is right back on the field. And they were on the field for a long time in that long drive that took just about 3 minutes off the clock for Bryant the first time they touched the football. They line up in the I formation. Easterling, he engineered that first drive before Rycraw scored. Give it off to Rycraw once again, and he pounds in there. Not much that time. Maybe a yard or two. David Stewart at the bottom of that pile, number 99. Let's look at it again from ground level. He gets the handoff, but good penetration by the Cyclone defenders. And you can see spinning him around there was David Stewart. Terrell Carter also there for the Cyclones. At the 43-yard line, a gain of 2, a short 2. We'll call it 2nd down and 8. Bring the fullback in motion from the shotgun. Easterling rolls near side, throws out of the backfield. It's complete to the fullback, and he's upended there by Bradford Webb at the 34-yard line. Aspen Trevino. Again, the fullback out of the backfield from ground level. Throws underneath, found the fullback. He found a little seam in the zone. First tackle was missed, but Webb got on the second attempt at tackle. And the gain down to the 34-yard line, and right now Bryant is making it look easy. Twin receivers left, I formation in the backfield for Easterling. We told you this is a good Bryant football team. Give it off, and nothing doing that time. Marcus Kitchens shot the gap. Let's look at it again. The hand is to Rycroft. He tries to slip it outside, but Marcus Kitchens had shot the gap, and he got there in plenty of time to drop Rycroft for a loss. Good defensive play there by number 11. Back to the 37-yard line. Second down. Almost 14. 3 wide receivers to the near side of the field. Wide right. Back, Easterling. Ooh, he didn't have anybody open there. Now he runs left. Trying to find just some running room, and he finally has to run out of bounds in front of Marcus Kitchens at the 40-yard line. Good cover sack, you can kind of call that, for the Cyclone defenders, because Easterling had nobody to throw to. Checking into the ball game for the Cyclones, number 47, Aaron McConnell, the junior, 205-pounder. Big David Stewart lumbers off to the near side. Wide receiver left and 3 wide receivers to the near side, the wide side of the field. Easterling comes to the near side. He's under pressure. Oh, and he's going to be dropped. Jared Vincent, number 45, drops him at midfield. Another loss on the play. Look at this play. Easterling is looking, and Vincent found a crease, and he got there. Boom, and he laid the leather to him. That's one that Mr. Easterling will remember. Great defensive charge by the senior. So Bryant is forced to punt, as they actually lost yardage on that series. And that's David Robinson, number 5, ready to await the kick. And Robinson signaled for and got a fair catch about the 17-yard line. Poor field position for the Cyclones, but they do have it back. Late in the first quarter and trailing at homecoming 7-0. Great sponsors include St. Mary's Regional Medical Center, Doctors Johnston and Richardson, EADS North America, Valley Motors Incorporated, and Simmons Bank. Let's see if the Cyclone offense can get some things going here. I formation in the backfield. I'm Barrett Hughes. Cyclones went 3 and out their first time with the football. Back, Hughes going downtown and overthrew his intended receiver, who was David Robinson.
Hughes pass intended for David Robinson.
Threw it into the Cyclone bench. Second down and 10.
Garrett Bach defending on
Lots of excitement here. The undefeated Russell Cyclones. It's homecoming. It's a great night weather-wise here at Cyclone Stadium, as the Cyclones trying to remain undefeated both in conference play and on the season as a whole. Ranked second in the state. Single setback as Barrett Hughes goes under center this time. Rolls to the near side. Oh, he's being chased. Now 2 or 3, and he's going to be dropped. Barrett Hughes going to be dropped. He tried to get away from 2 or 3 white-clad defenders. One of the first getting there was Nathan Lee, the defensive end, 5'11", 160, number 36. And the officials talking about things here as the coaching staff looks on from our ground level camera. Football placed at the 12-yard line. Bring Stephen Gebhard to the near side, number 7. Wide receiver also split right. Two backs in the backfield surrounding Barrett Hughes. Give it off on the inside handoff. Short pickup. Not a whole lot of room there for Kenneth Golden. As the Cyclones will be forced on fourth down to kick the football away. Leave it in the hands of Zach Hocker, number 18, to give him a good boot. Get him out of trouble. But again, the Cyclones go 3 and out. And Hocker stands in his own end zone. Better kick this time. Taken at the 50, fumbled, and right there, not going anywhere, was number 4, Logan Garland, as he went down to get after he dropped the punt. He had to go down and pick it up, and his knee touched at the 48-yard line, again, of Russellville, and Bryant has been on the Russellville end of the field all night after the initial series, which produced a touchdown. That touchdown came from tailback Chris Rycraw. So now the I formation, slightly offset I. The fullback is offset. That's Trevino. Play action. Look out. Kitchens after. And did he catch the football? Boy, it was a juggling catch by Trevino out of the backfield, but he made the catch. Let's look at it again. Play action to the tailback. Look out, Kitchens really laying the leather to Easterling, and a juggling catch turned in. Josh Morosco right on him, but nice catch by the fullback Trevino out of the backfield. 2nd and 8, 2-yard pickup down to the 46-yard line. Wide receiver right, offset I in the backfield. Bring a man in motion to the near side. Delayed handoff goes to Rycraw, and Rycraw will be run down. That's Grant Mitchner. Bradford Webb also there on the play. Gained to about the 44-yard line. Gained a couple more down to the 44 of Russellville.
3rd down and 6, Bryant.
A big 3rd down and 6 here for the Cyclone defense as they are playing better now. Don't want to fall behind any further. Cyclones trail 7-0 here, nearing the end of the first quarter. Easterling from the shotgun. Looks. Fires, and it is incomplete. He overthrew his intended receiver.
Easterling pass intended for Brandon Parrish, incomplete.
That was intended for Parrish. It fell incomplete.
Spending on the play. 4th down and 6.
4th down and 6 for
44-yard line.
the Bryant Hornets. So they send in the punting unit after picking up only 2 yards. Well, let's make it 4 yards on those on that series. And the kick is away. Trying to angle it away, and did it get into the end zone? That's the main thing. No, the official said it bounded out of bounds about the 6-yard line. Good corner kick by Bryant.
37-yard punt.
Austin Bradley is the kicker. And the Cyclones will take over, but again, deep in their own territory. And they have not been able to get anything going offensively. They've gone 3 and out 2 times in a row. Trail 7-0. Up to the line of scrimmage, send twin receivers left. That's the lower right of your screen, and a single receiver right. Barrett Hughes at quarterback, the junior. Gives it off to Kenneth Golden, and Golden not much there. May have gotten out to the 7 or the 8-yard line. The stop made defensively by Hunter Ward, the defensive back, number 17.
Nathan Lee in on the tackle.
So we'll give him 2 out to the 8-yard line from the 6 to the 8. 2nd down and 8 to go. Trotting into the picture there was number 23, Neil Damaris. Will line up at the tight end position. He's made a couple of big catches this year. Kind of that guy you You see him block, see him block, see him block, and then all of a sudden he's out there in a pass pattern. Single setback behind Barrett Hughes. Gives it on the end around. Give it to Haley. He's got some speed, but he had to get past the first guy, and that guy played that very well. Let's look at it again. Lloyd Garrett is number 22. Here comes Haley. But he needed that block right there and didn't quite get enough. Tanner Keeling was out there, gave a little bit of a block,
16-yard line.
but not enough to spring Haley for more than the few yards he picked up. He did get out to the 16-yard line. Offset eye in the backfield. Give it off to Golden, and Golden spins out to the 18. Again making the stop was Dylan Chisholm, the senior, at linebacker, 5'7", 170. And it's a first down for the Cyclones at the 18-yard line. First down of the night for Russellville. They'd gone 3 and out twice in a row. But this time they get a fresh set of downs and get to move up the field a little bit, still in the shadow of their own goalpost. Haley and Gebhard come split to the near side. Barrett Hughes directing the offense. And that's the end of the quarter as the Bryant Hornets are spoiling Russellville homecoming at this time, 7-0.
Want more life per gallon? Then Valley Motors is your best buy. With over 1/3 of our pre-owned inventory getting 30 miles per gallon and cars and trucks beginning at only $178 per month, it is a win-win situation for you. Plus, Valley Motors' goal is to finance everyone with the best rates, the best warranties, and the peace of mind in buying a quality certified pre-owned vehicle. That's Valley Motors, Highway 64 East in Russellville. Your friends in the car business.
So you like driving that thing? It's intense. Expensive to insure? No. Went with Nationwide, saved like $500. $500? Yeah, it's great coverage. Really? I didn't know Nationwide did that.
Life comes at you fast. With Nationwide, you could save like $500 on your auto insurance.
Contact Chris Lamberson at 968-8698.
Nationwide is on your side.
Huh.
Well, it was not a good first quarter for the Cyclones. 1 first down. Twice they went 3 and out. But they have another opportunity here to begin the second quarter, and they were getting better both offensively and defensively toward the end of period number 1. Hughes. Back to throw. Looking. And he was hit just as he delivered the football. It was intended for David Robinson. But as he delivered the football, he was hit and it fell harmlessly incomplete. It looked like Barrett Hughes wanted to go deep on that play and then had to change the play, change his option, and come to somebody who was running a little closer pattern. But in that time that it took to swap out where he was going, Bryant was able to get in and force that errant throw. Shotgun formation for the Cyclones. And they can't quite get on the same page. Looked like they didn't get in the right play that head coach Jeff Holt wanted. So the Cyclones called their first timeout, and we'll be right back.
Though I've been actively involved in public service for several years, I find that family life plays a critical role in preparing me to be your state representative. Families deal with budgets every day, and things like jobs and safety are paramount to us. We know education is the key to success, and that we all have to work together for the good of all. Families, they can teach us a lot about the right paths in life. As your next state representative, I'll bring my collective public service and practical experience to the state capitol.
Head coach Jeff Old not afraid to call a quick timeout and make sure that all of his players are on the same page, because you make one mistake here, maybe somebody goes the wrong way or you throw it to the wrong spot, and it might result in 6 the other way for the other team. So head coach Jeff Holt not ashamed, not at all afraid to call a timeout. Make sure everything is straight. Hughes looks, long time, forced out of the pocket, now throws back and incomplete. Pass was intended for Haley, and good coverage there by Dylan Chisholm, number 22 for the Hornets. And again, you saw Hughes look downfield and check off to another receiver and maybe a third receiver, and it just had no place to go. 3rd and 10 for the Cyclones. Football about the 19. 3 wide receivers to the near side of the field for Russellville. Homecoming football game against Bryant. Homecoming 2008. From the shotgun, Barrett Hughes looks. Again, he's going to be forced. Oh, this time he's trying to get away from. I think the official said that he was actually in the grasp or had been slowed. He didn't really actually go down with a sack, but that's basically what they're going to call it, as he was trying to get away from the Bryant defenders, and the official blew the whistle, and that means the Cyclones will be forced to punt the football inside their own 10, and again Zach Hocker has to step back into his own end zone to kick the football away, which means Bryant is going to get excellent field position once again. And the kick is away. This one's going to hit roll, and a great roll to the 40, to the 38-yard line. Down there by Lucas Frazee, and a great kick that time from Zach Hocker. And that should be, let's see, that would have been 52 yards with no return. Great job by Hocker, and it places Bryant back a little further than they have been. We'll call this fair field position, not great. It's at their own 38-yard line. So Easterling operates with this Bryant offense once again. Cyclone defense got a little bit of a rest. 7-0, Bryant leads. Want to hand it off, that's Rycraw, and Rycraw broke one tackle. They breaks the second tackle. Much more, and finally Terrell Carter's going to bring him down, but not before he travels 22 yards to the Russellville 40-yard line. Boy, he just would not go down. Rycraw slipped several tackles, and it's a first down for Bryant at the Russellville 40. So just as I was saying, Russellville had a little bit better defensive position. Suddenly, Bryant has the football, threatening again in Cyclone territory. Give it off to Rycraw. This one's not going to go anyplace, and the ball pops loose. Looks like Russellville got on that one as Rycraw was stopped, and the ball popped loose. And Lucas Frazee comes up with the football. David Stewart was also there, but Russellville will take over at their own 34. Let's look at it again. It was kind of a busted play from the beginning. This one wasn't going anywhere. The ball, you see it pops loose, falls forward like it was shot out of a cannon. Looks like Jared Vinson's going to be credited with stripping that football. It was like it was on the end of a spring or something. So Russellville really with probably as good a field position as they've had all night as you look at this great Russellville homecoming crowd tonight. And Russellville, which only has one first down here in the first half, has the football at their own 34. Hand it off to Golden. Golden, with a little delayed handoff, able to slip forward for about 3. Stop made defensively for Bryant by number 95, Sean Birchfield, the senior linebacker. But it's a pickup of about 3 on the play. 2nd down and 7. 3 wide receivers come to the near side of the field. Barrett Hughes looks, fires out of the backfield, has his man. A little bit of room, and then it closed quickly at the 40-yard line. Wow, there was some hitting going on there. Haley with the reception. Stop made defensively by Chris Brooks, the defensive back, number 6.
Nathan Lee in on the tackle. Gain 2.
Not much of a gain on that quick out pattern. And both these teams have shown they want to kind of throw it out there on the wing, let the players go one-on-one. But the defenses have done a great job so far. Twin receivers right. Shotgun formation for the Cyclones here. Back. Hughes almost dropped it. Fires out of the backfield. And that is complete. Out to the 48-yard line. David Robinson made the stop. Or I should say made the reception. So you see, popped out there for a second from Barrett Hughes. Throws out, then a behind catch by David Robinson. And over there to make the stop, number 17, was Hunter Ward, the defensive back. So that play was almost non-existent from the start. The ball popped out a little ways out of Barrett Hughes' grasp. Then David Robinson had to kind of reach back to make the completion, make the catch on that play. So here's Hughes from the 48-yard line. Gives it off. And a nice run there by Kenneth Golden. Hard running. Let's look at it again. The deep handoff. Golden went left. Now cut it back to the right. Got some nice up front blocking before he is bulldogged down. Stop was made.
Gain of 6. Second down and 4, Russellville.
By Hunter Mayall, number 18, a sophomore linebacker, 5'11", 165. The gain, actually now the Cyclones have moved into Bryant territory. First time tonight at the 46-yard line. Second quarter action, 7-0 Bryant. Give it off to Golden. Golden able to move. He could have just kept his feet. Squirted through the line. Let's look at it again. Nobody really tackled him. He just kind of scooted past and then lost his footing.
Gain of 6, and that results in a Russellville Cyclone.
Actually, I was looking there behind. The man who tripped him up was number 36, Nathan Lee, the defensive end, 5'11", 160 senior. Gain to the 40-yard line. It's a first down for the Cyclones. Their best penetration of the evening. Second quarter action, homecoming, starting to get on track, the Cyclones. Hughes looking. Now throws it out of the backfield to Kenneth Golden. He is submerged immediately. He had to reach back for it, and that took all the momentum away from him.
Hughes pass complete.
Stop was made by William Benson, number 42, senior defensive back.
Chad Schwarzdahl on the tackle.
Back to the 49-yard line. Boy, they were ready for that play out of the backfield. And, of course, what took away the momentum was that Golden had to reach back to catch the football. Then had to try to turn upfield and get his momentum back again. And by that time, the defense had closed quickly. From the shotgun, Barrett Hughes. Back to throw. Looks. Fires down the middle. Boy, nice catch there, but it popped loose, and they're going to call it incomplete. Intended for Kenneth Golden. There for the stop was Austin Hubbard. Austin Humbard, it should be. Number 32, a senior linebacker, 5'10", 195. And we've seen about 4 or 5 hard-hitting linebackers for Bryant this evening. So it's at the 49-yard line of Bryant. Twins left. 3 wide receivers to the near side, which is the wide side of the field. Nobody in the backfield. All alone is Barrett Hughes. Looking to throw. Now runs up. Broke one tackle there. Has to keep it himself. He'll not get enough for the first down. Got about 7 or 8. Finally run down from behind by Josh Hampton. 6'3", 235 sophomore defensive lineman. Number 98. And Hughes definitely wanted to go downfield and did a good job of making as much as he could on that particular scramble. But we have a flag on the play. It's holding against Russellville. That often happens when we're talking about a scramble situation. The offensive linemen had to hold their blocks a long, long time. And the officials picked up on the hold.
4th down at 13, Russellville.
4th and 13 for Russellville. The football at the 43-yard line of Bryant. So the Cyclones can, with a good Zach Hocker kick, pin the Hornets deep in their own territory, something they have not been able to do all evening. There's the kick. It's going to roll down, a nice kick, and it's going to die at about the 8-yard line. Great job by Zach Hocker. Over there was Logan Garland, who's been back on kick coverage on the receiving team, but he left it all alone. Looks like they're going to place it down about the 9. Midway through the second quarter, Russellville trailing Bryant by a score of 7-0. Homecoming football game. All the pageantry, excitement, the bands, the cheerleaders, the drill team, and of course, the homecoming royalty. And all the reunions and all the great players coming back to visit, all the fans, all the alumni coming back to visit at Russellville High School on this great October evening for football against Bryant. I formation in the backfield. Give it off to Rycraw. Rycraw gets 3 or 4 across the right side.
Terrell Carter on the tackle.
On the bottom of that pile, Terrell Carter, the senior. Terrell, 6 foot, 200-pounder.
10-yard line.
The football is at the 10. So Bryant backed up against their own goal line. You see the tailback. He's lining up about the 2-yard line. Give it off to the tailback once again, Rycraw, and he broke a couple of tackles. Gets out to the 19-yard line before Josh Morosco made the stop. He bounced off several Cyclone defenders. He has been a toughie to bring down tonight. The officials want to look, see if it's enough for a first down. It's close. It looks like from here it might be a little short.
3rd down and 1, Bryant.
And that's what the officials decide. They're not even going to measure. It's 3rd down and a yard between the 18 and the 19-yard line. So Easterling, he's gone all the way at quarterback this evening. Brings Bryant up in the I formation. They need a yard. And he's going to keep it himself out to the 20. That should be enough. Good job. Nice line surge there by the Bryant offense. Big number 68 was Carter Norman, a 6 foot, 235-pound senior. Ran right up his back. So it's a first down for the Bryant Hornets. Football at their own 20 midway in the second quarter. And we're going to have a whistle on the field. And it's going to be a timeout, Bryant. And we'll be right back.
If you had someone build you a deck, you'd want them to use the best materials. If you had someone build you a pool, you'd want them to use the best materials. If you had someone install your roof, you'd want them to use award-winning GAF materials. Miller Roofing Company is the only GAF certified roofing company in the River Valley. Miller Roofing Company is the only one that accepts credit cards and offers financing. Don't settle for anything but the best. Don't settle for anyone but Miller Roofing Company, serving the River Valley for over 24 years.
As a kid, we had that encyclopedia from 1976, and I'd be like, why isn't the space shuttle in here? Today, students learn so much on the internet. They listen to famous speeches, and they look at that cat. That's why Suddenlink high-speed internet's great. There's no required contracts, and with connections that are faster than DSL, you'll know it's not 1976. Now that's groovy.
Get Suddenlink Value high-speed internet. Enjoy 1 meg of download speed for only $19.95 a month for your first 4 months.
5 minutes left to go in the first half. I formation. Now they'll flip-flop the tight end. Bryant did that a lot early in the ball game. Play action, rolling right. Terrell Carter giving pursuit, throws on the run, and whoa! What a catch, and what a stop by Lucas Frazee. Frazee went up and up, ended him. But a 16-yard gain on a beautiful throw, but even a better catch for Bryant. Wow. And you can't take anything away from the Cyclone defense. That time, Lucas Frazee. Whoa, and we're going to have a penalty. Looks like an ineligible receiver was downfield. So that's going to wipe out that great play. Move the football back. Just outside the 15-yard line. Boy, Lucas Frazee laid a lick.
15-yard line.
So a wide receiver goes split right and another left. Basic I formation in the backfield. Rycroft gets the football. Pounds out. That's Bradford Wedd, number 1, making the stop for Russellville. Along with Jared Vinson. But Rycroft has gotten to the hole very quickly this evening, particularly off left tackle. And he's been able to pick up some yardage. Picked up 6 on that play.
21-yard line.
So from the 21, Bryant in as poor a field position as they have had all night since they took the opening kickoff at their own 20. But that particular drive resulted in the only points of the night on a Rycroft touchdown run. Give it off to Rycroft once again. Not anything that time. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Terrell Carter is there, number 89. He's helped out by number 44, Addison Walker, the junior, 5'11", 172. Oh, there's another flag on the ground. The yellow hanky is out. Face mask. Oh, against the Cyclones. No. We'll see if it's the inadvertent. It is not. It's the big one. 15-yard penalty on the face mask penalty. Moves the football out to the 35, and Bryant moves from the shadow of their own goal posts back into fair field position now. Easterling got some room to operate now with Bryant leading 7-0. Gives it off inside to Rycroft. Broke 2 tackles and drugged down from behind by Terrell Carter at the 45-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. And you got to give credit to this Bryant offensive line. They have opened some big holes. This is a very good Russellville defense that has been tough on the run. But tonight, Rycroft has had some gaping holes. So the officials want to see whether it's enough for a first down.
Official timeout for a measurement.
So they'll bring the chains in. The talented chain crew makes their way in. Just moments away from enjoying a halftime at homecoming here at Cyclone Stadium. Homecoming 2008. And it is it a first down or not? First down, just by the hair of its chinny chin chin. At the 45.
Bryant, the 45-yard line.
First down, 45-yard line, late in the first half. Bryant, that shot, if you were on the coaching staff of Russellville, that's what you'd be looking at on the sideline. Easterling from the shotgun. 3 wide receivers split right. Keeping it himself. And Easterling, Marcus Kitchen, and David Stewart bring him down at the 48, maybe the 49-yard line. Easterling had all the direction right and then came back on a misdirection back left. So we'll call it the 48. Pickup of 3. 7-0 in favor of the Bryant Hornets over the previously undefeated Russellville Crimson Cyclones. There'll be a lot of talking in the halftime locker room about things to adjust to get that offense going for Russellville. Bring a man in motion. Deep handoff. Easterling decided to keep it. Makes the most of it. He's going to have a first down. Boy, he ran past several red shirts before he's brought down very close to first down yardage. It is a first down, the officials say, and that really was a busted play. Easterling made the most of it, and how he got that far without Russell bringing him down, I will never know. But it's a 45 at the 45 of Russellville. Bryant would like to tack on another score before the end of the half, already leading 7-0. From the shotgun, Easterling resets the tight end, brings the man in motion to the near side. That is Parrish. Back to throw. Easterling going for the home run downtown, and it's overthrown.
Easterling's pass incomplete.
Too tall. Lucas Frazee was the closest man to it. It was intended for that big 6'5" wide receiver, Tim Floyd, number 80, but well overthrown. And again, Lucas Frazee was the closest man to the football. So the football remains just outside the Russellville 44 on this beautiful night for football. 3 wide receivers to the near side. Easterling gives it off, and nothing doing there. Jared Vincent says, not this time. And Rycraw is brought down for a loss. Let's look at it again. This time from right there along the end zone, or I should say along the sideline, and from our ground level camera, great camera work there, Jared Vincent shooting the gap and dropping Rycraw for a loss. Gives you a different perspective when we can give you those instant replays from a different angle, particularly those sideline and ground level shots. And a timeout is called by Bryant. We'll be right back.
Drugstore, we strive for the best hometown service we can give. Locally owned and operated since the late 1800s, C&D Drugstore is one of the oldest established drugstores in Arkansas. At C&D Drugstore, we accept all Medicare Part D and offer free delivery. We offer custom compounding and custom flavors for all your prescription needs. So come let our highly trained pharmacy staff assist you and enjoy the snack bar while you wait. C&D Drugstore, 968-2456.
7-0, the Bryant Hornets leading the Russellville Cyclones at Cyclone Homecoming. Cyclones enter the game undefeated, second ranked in the state.
Third down at 13, Bryant.
3rd and 13, and they have really loaded the left-hand side with folks. Easterling throws back right down the middle, but incomplete. Oh, they said that it is a complete. Let's look at this again. And there it is. You can see it. The ball hit the ground right there. Floyd was trying to sell that he had made the completed pass. There's another angle at it, and you can see the ball hitting the ground. Obviously not complete. Lucas Frazee was on the coverage. So move the football back, and Bryant will be forced to kick the football away. To kick the football, that's Austin Humbard. He's a 195-pounder. He's not exactly the physique of your normal punter. He's a big boy. High snap, and the kick almost blocked. And the ball, he tried to save it from going into the end zone, but it did not make it. It'll be a touchback. I hear some moans and groans, though, from the Russellville fans. Let's see what the official is going to call. It's a holding call. I think a lot of people thought maybe that Russellville was going to be called for roughing the kicker, but in this case it was a holding call against Bryant. So you can't decide in advance. You can't have precognition of what the officials may call. I think everybody thought, oh, no, they can't call a roughing the kicker penalty there. Well, guess what? They weren't. And now they're discussing it. But they're marching the football off against Bryant.
Holding against Bryant, 10 yards.
So the holding call, 10 yards. The only bad news about it is the fact that probably now that Bryant will be able to kick the football maybe inside the 20, whereas on the previous kick the ball went into the end zone and would have been brought out to the 20 on the touchback. And this time they may have the opportunity with Humbard to keep the football and pin the Cyclones deep in their own territory inside the 20. We'll see. There's David Robinson. He's waiting. A low end-over-end kick, and it works to the Cyclones' advantage. It goes out of bounds at the 29. So they picked up 9 yards on the exchange after the 10-yard penalty.
21-yard punt.
And look at this punt. Whoops, he kicked it right off the end of his toe. Barely got over the head of everybody in the on-rushing line, and it bounds out of bounds right there at the 29. Late first half, the Cyclones have done just absolutely nothing offensively here. Got to get something going, but probably most of it will be after they talk about it at halftime. Barrett Hughes, single setback behind him. Brings Haley in motion. Ball is dropped, is knocked around, and guess what? Bryant is going to recover it. Well, it looked like they were going to try a trick play. Let's look at it again. There's Haley coming in motion. Hughes comes back, hands it off to Golden, but the ball slips away. They were going to toss it back to the quarterback, Hughes, and then he was going to throw it. Not happening. And number 97, Brad Dahl, a senior defensive tackle, came up with the loose football. Well, the Russellville Cyclones were going to try to pull something out of the hat and come up with a big trick play to tie the ball game before halftime, and this time it backfired. And Bryant will have the football at the 24-yard line. Hope that does not result in a Bryant touchdown. Good idea, just did not get executed. Give it off to Rycraw, and Rycraw is dumped by Terrell Carter. Jared Vincent also there. Let's look at it again from ground level. Give it off to the tailback. He tries to break it to the outside, but there's Terrell Carter and a host of helpers for the Cyclones. We'll be right back with more Cyclone football.
It's really cute. Don't you love the sunroof?
Yeah, especially this time of year.
How's the insurance on it?
You won't believe. I went with Nationwide and saved like $500.
$500?
Yeah. Coverage is great.
Huh. I didn't know Nationwide did that.
Life comes at you fast. With Nationwide, you could save like $500 on your auto insurance.
Contact Chris Lamberson at 968-8698.
Nationwide is on your side.
Uh-huh.
Are you ready to score a touchdown on the new Toyota? I'm Randy Cochran, Phil Wright Toyota in Russellville. And if you want to shop at a dealership where you have a comfortable hometown atmosphere,
where you're treated with respect and allowed to make an intelligent decision about the car that is right for your needs without being pushed.
Where we never have any bogus charges just for doing your paperwork.
A dealership that offers great prices without all the tricky advertising gimmicks.
Come see Joel, Michael, or Heath, or visit us online at www.philwrighttoyota.com.
Following the timeout, Bryant with the offset eye in the backfield. Easterling fakes to Rycraw. Throws to the end zone. He overthrew it. Whoa, and I tell you what, he overthrew it, but the Lucas Frazee was back there, and the receiver actually got back to it because Easterling put a little air underneath this football.
3rd down and 9, Bryant, 28-yard line.
And boom, that was Floyd again, that big 6'5 receiver. They tried to get the football to him, but they put a little bit too much air underneath it. And Lucas Frazee, who is a lot shorter than 6'5, let me tell you. Lucas is 5'9". Against 6'5", so that he gave away 8 inches on that play, but incomplete. From the shotgun, Easterling. Oh, he is hit hard. Boom, boy, I tell you what. Just as he released the football. Boy, oh boy. Terrell Carter. Let's look at it again. He never saw this truck coming.
Pass ball's incomplete.
Here's Carter, look at him lower it. Boom, and just as Easterling was delivering the football. Nice hit by the senior defensive end. So it's going to bring up a 4th down, and from the 30-yard line, this is Austin Bradley who will attempt a 40-yard field goal. The kick is in the air. And it's good. Well, make it 10-0.
Kick is up by Austin Bradley, and it is good.
Bryant leads 10-0 with 6 seconds left to go in this first half
40-yard field
from
goal.
Cyclone Stadium at homecoming.
6 seconds to play in the second.
When you're looking for a pre-owned vehicle, Valley Motors offers the best selection in the River Valley. Only the cleanest vehicles that have passed a Carfax report and our silver certified 70-point inspection are waiting for you. Plus, we have a large selection of vehicles getting 30 miles per gallon or more. Knowledgeable, friendly salespeople, the best selection, prices starting at $49.95, and easy financing are all at Valley Motors Pre-Owned Center, your friends in the car business. Highway 64 East in Russellville.
Well, the man who just kicked the field goal and a 40-yarder, Austin Bradley, will kick off, and Bryant now leads 10-0. And the ball squibs out of bounds. Very smart on the play of Jacob Sparks. Let that ball just roll out of bounds. Bryant did not want to kick it deep and give the opportunity for a big run back from Kenneth Golden or David Robinson. So place the football down to 35, and time for about one play.
Procedure against Bryant. 1st down and 10, Russellville, 35-yard line.
Well, the Cyclones are going to have a lot of question marks as they go into the halftime locker room trailing 10-0. Hughes, he's going to take a knee, and they're going to talk about it at halftime. That'll do it. That's the first half of action. Not a whole lot of offense, a lot of defense, and the Cyclones will try to regroup for the second half. It's homecoming. Russellville trails 10-0.
Cars have changed a lot over the years. If your pride and joy has been in an accident or just needs restoration, you need a team of specialists with the up-to-date knowledge and equipment to do the job right. At Advanced Collision Solutions, our team is certified as I-CAR Gold Class professionals to restore all kinds of vehicles, from antiques to RVs, and we guarantee our service with a lifetime warranty.
So choose the right solution. Choose Advanced Collision Solutions.
At C&D Drug Store, we strive for the best hometown service we can give. Locally owned and operated since the late 1800s, C&D Drug Store is one of the oldest established drugstores in Arkansas. At C&D Drug Store, we accept all Medicare Part D and offer free delivery. We offer custom compounding and custom flavors for all your prescription needs. So come let our highly trained pharmacy staff assist you and enjoy the snack bar while you wait. C&D Drug Store, 968-2456.
Bryant will tip the football. Look at all those homecoming Cyclones. They're ready for a better second half than what we saw in the first half. Cyclones trail 10-0. Hopefully get going here in the third quarter. The kick taken at the 10-yard line by Golden. And he's able to squirt out across the 25 to the 26-yard line. The stop was made by Brennan Bullock, a junior linebacker, number 26. So the Cyclones start first down and 10, their own 26-yard line.
First down and 10, Russellville.
And if my notes are correct, the Cyclones only had one first down in the first half. Bryant got a touchdown. Touchdown run by Chris Rycraw on their first series. They went 80 yards. Then nobody scored till with 6 seconds to go in the first half. A 40-yard field goal by Austin Bradley. Give it off to Jason Walker, and Walker maybe falls forward for a yard. Or he dropped the ball. Oh, my goodness.
Recovered by Bryant.
This is Walker carrying the football. Look, there the ball comes loose. You can see it on the ground. And Bryant has come up with it. And with the football was Dylan Chisholm, number 22. Boy, that instant replay is great stuff, isn't it? So here is Bryant with a great opportunity at the 25-yard line of the Cyclones. The offense had the ball for one play. Boy, and the Russellville fans are shocked. They are stunned. Easterling gives it off to Rycraw, and Rycraw tried to slide to the outside, but the Cyclone defense said no, and that was Josh Morosco there on the play. Let's look at it from ground level on the instant replay. Rycraw trying to go to the outside, but he's met by a host of red jerseys there. Good gang tackling from the Cyclones. So no gain, 2nd and 10. And the Cyclone coach is trying to come up with a way to get the football back and get some life into the offense. Handoff Rycraw, pretty good size. Oh, gets the outside, 20. And there is Josh Morosco along with Lucas Frazee, who knocked him out of bounds about the 19 or the 18-yard line. So a nice job there. After Rycraw was able to get some running room, but good closing by the Cyclone defense. But it's 3rd down and only about 3. And boy, would this be a big touchdown for Bryant. If they would get it, it would make it 17-0. And the Cyclone offense has not been able to do a thing. Give it off Rycraw. Oh, what a hit by Terrell Carter. Oh, you could feel that one up here. Terrell said he's not going anywhere this time, and from ground level, I'm sure it hurts just as bad. Oh, did you see Rycraw's head pop back? He will remember that one a while. And that's why I have said week after week, Mr. Carter will find a home playing somewhere on Saturday. He's a 200-pounder. That may not be big enough to play defensive end, and then again it might be. But it's certainly big enough to play linebacker. And again, we have a field goal attempt here. The kick is up, and the kick, it is good. Another nice field goal by Bradley. 13-0. Cyclones trail. Back in a moment.
Results in the score with 9.
If you had someone build you a deck, you'd want them to use the best materials. If you had someone build you a pool, you'd want them to use the best materials. If you had someone install your roof, you'd want them to use award-winning GAF materials. Miller Roofing Company is the only GAF certified roofing company in the River Valley. Miller Roofing Company is the only one that accepts credit cards and offers financing. Don't settle for anything but the best. Don't settle for anyone but Miller Roofing Company, serving the River Valley for over 24 years.
Though I've been actively involved in public service for several years, I find that family life plays a critical role in preparing me to be your state representative. Families deal with budgets every day, and things like jobs and safety are paramount to us. We know education is the key to success, and that we all have to work together for the good of all. Families, they can teach us a lot about the right paths in life. As your next state representative, I'll bring my collective public service and practical experience to the state capitol.
South end of the end zone, please. Get off.
So here's Bradley, and he's had quite a night. Austin Bradley with 2 long field goals. And the Cyclones are down the equivalent of 2 touchdowns minus an extra point. The long kick comes down, taken and dropped then, and picked up a second time by Kenneth Golden. He gets out to the 10 and out to the 15-yard line. Really did a good job of getting that much out of it. Stop made defensively by Blake Heil, a junior, number 45, on the specialty teams. And let's see if the Cyclone offense can get something going here. From the 14-yard line, not good field position, and Barrett Hughes runs onto the field. And you know that head coach Jeff Holt's got to be scratching his head. What can we do here to get something going? Twin receivers left. Tanner Keeling lines up as a slot back to the near side. Now he comes slightly in motion. And give it off. Well, there's not anything there for Kenneth Golden. That closed quickly. Stop made defensively by the punter. Austin Humbard, also playing linebacker. 195-pound senior. He's a little bowling ball type defensive linebacker. From the 15-yard line, Barrett Hughes at the shotgun. 3 wide receivers are split left. Looking. Fires. Incomplete. Fell in front of Stephen Gebhardt, and he had to thread the needle. Gebhardt had drawn double coverage. Nearest over there was Garrett Bach, the wide receiver, number 5. So the football back at the 15-yard line once again. Three wide receivers are split to the near side. Hughes rolls the near side, and he throws. Incomplete. He was going down. Intended for David Robinson. Austin Humbard was over there defending. And head coach Jeff Holt going, what in the world can we do? Nothing has worked. So the Cyclones
15-yard line.
will have to kick the football away again. Zach Hocker stands at his own goal line. And the ball will hit right about the 50-yard line. And that's where it's going to drop. 35-yard kick, no return. And that is where the Bryant Hornets, leading 13-0, will have the football in good field position once again. And Bryant hasn't just been gangbusters at moving the football offensively, but the Cyclones have had no offense. And the officials are talking about it. They're talking about something. as the football is placed right on the 50-yard line. So a first down. Easterling has gone all the way. Gives it off to Rycraw, and Rycraw, he got a couple of yards, but then he was dumped by Jared Vincent. Helping on the play for the Cyclones also was Grant Mitchner. Number 36. Gained a yard, 2nd and 9. Cyclones have done a good job defensively since the first drive. They've allowed 2 field goals and really closed the door in pretty good shape after that last fumble. Forced a field goal. There's Floyd split to the far side of the field, along with Brandon Parrish, number 2. Easterling gives it off to the fullback this time. He picks up a couple more before Terrell Carter is there. Let's look at it once again. Inside handoff, and Carter fights off the block, and he and Jared Vincent make that play on Aspen Trevino, number 33.
Gain of 2, 3rd down and 7.
3rd and 7 from the 47-yard line of the Cyclones. You see number 27, Chase Wetzel there, also looking to the sideline. Up to the line of scrimmage come the Bryant Hornets. Send 3 wide receivers right. 1 left. Back, Easterling. Fires down the middle. What a grab. Nice grab there. That's Parrish. And he made a nice grab before being dropped by Bobby Goins, number 24. But enough for a first down
Complete to Chris Arnold.
for Bryant.
Bobby Goins on the tackle.
Made a nice grab on that one.
Gain of 8 on the play. That results
Down to the 37-yard line.
37-yard line.
3 wide receivers are split right. Easterling wants to throw it out there. That is complete, but nothing doing there. That time the pass was complete to Chris Arnold, number 7.
Chris Arnold.
But the Cyclones were there to corral him, led by Josh Marasco. Let's look at it again. Tried to throw it out in the flat real quickly as the receiver actually took a step back to get the football, but as soon as he got it, nothing doing there. Marasco fought off the block and made that play, so it's 2nd down and 11. Twin receivers to the near side and a single receiver right. From the shotgun, Easterling trying to give it off once again to Rycraw, and he's run down by Jared Vincent from behind. David Stewart also helped on the play. Let's look at it again. Inside handoff, Rycraw trying to decide whether to go in or out. Finally tucked it in, and Jared Vincent held on for dear life. Good job by the Cyclone defender. And Vincent has had a heck of a ball game tonight. From the 36-yard line. 3rd down and almost 10. That's Floyd split out here to the near side. You can tell him at 6'5", I'll guarantee you. Bring Parrish in motion. They give it to him. Now they flip it back to Floyd. Look out, he wants to throw the football. Now he's going to run it. And he's going to get close to the stakes for a first down. That was kind of a interesting play, wasn't it?
Tim Floyd on the
Finally, Terrell Carter bumps him down just before he went out of bounds. It'll be a little bit shy of the first down, about a yard.
Gain of 8 on the play. 4th down and 1, Bryant.
Wow. Boy, that was... You talk about razzle-dazzle and trick plays. It was almost a big negative play for Bryant, and then almost a first down. But it's 4th down and a yard, and Bryant's going to go for it. It's a long yard. Give it off, and it should be enough for a first down as Rycraw able to get down to the 25-yard line. Jared Vincent in there to make the stop.
Terrell Carter on the tackle.
Down at the bottom of that stack is Grant Mitchner. First down for Bryant.
25-yard line.
Football just the nose of it inside the 25. Third quarter, Bryant leading 13-0. The Cyclone defense has been on the field an awful lot tonight, and the Cyclone offense has just been absolutely nothing. And we have a whistle on the field. A timeout has been called. 13-0 Bryant. Back in a moment.
Have you looked closely at the rate on your interest-bearing checking account? What about the account benefits? Are you getting the rewards you deserve? Maybe it's time to check out reward checking, offered exclusively at First State Bank, the only bank in the market paying higher interest checking. Plus, you get same-day posting and refunds on your foreign ATM fees. We'll also include free online banking with bill pay. Don't settle for second-best checking when you can have reward checking from First State Bank, your true community bank.
Are you ready to score a touchdown on the new Toyota? I'm Randy Cochran, Phil Wright Toyota in Russellville. And if you want to shop at a dealership where you have a comfortable hometown atmosphere,
where you're treated with respect and allowed to make an intelligent decision about the car that is right for your needs without being pushed,
where we never have any bogus charges just for doing your paperwork,
a dealership that offers great prices without all the tricky advertising gimmicks.
Come see Joel, Michael, or Heath, or visit us online at www.philwrighttoyota.com.
So the Hornets up to the line of scrimmage following the timeout.
First down at 10, Bryant at the 25-yard line.
Bring Parrish in motion. Give it off to Rycraw, and not much doing there. Picked up 2 or 3 tough yards. You can see the numbers. Josh Morosco, number 3, 45, Jared Vincent, 89 is Terrell Carter. We've called their names a lot tonight.
By Addison Walker, Marcus Kitchens. Gain of 2, second down and 8, Bryant.
It's homecoming, but yet you don't hear much from the homecoming crowd right now. Bryant is threatening again, already leading 13-0. And we're getting into the waning moments of the third period. Parrish comes split to the near side. Cyclone fans need something to cheer about. Rycraw dumped. May have gotten back to the line of scrimmage and maybe a yard. Trent Leslie there this time. Snuck in and actually went behind 2 offensive linemen and made that stop. At the 23. Cyclone defense giving ground grudgingly. Floyd goes split right. Twin receivers left. Easterling in the shotgun at the 23. 3rd and 8. Rolls to the near side. Wants to throw the football. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. Jared Vincent. What a play. From ground level. Look at this guy close.
Loss of 4.
A tremendous play by Jared Vincent.
4th down and 11, Bryant, the 26-yard line.
That was a loss of 3 on the play. And we're going to have, this is going to be a long field goal. This is going to be a 43-yard attempt from a guy who's already kicked to Austin Bradley.
Austin Bradley in to attempt a field goal for Bryant.
43 yards. This will be the longest of the night. And it looks like he got underneath this one a little bit. Didn't quite punch it far enough. It was on line, but it came up just about 5 yards short. So the Cyclone defense has held. Let's see if the offense can gain some momentum. We'll be right back.
Bryant 13, Russellville 0.
Are you ready to score a touchdown on the new Toyota? I'm Randy Cochran, Phil Wright Toyota in Russellville. And if you want to shop at a dealership where you have a comfortable hometown atmosphere,
where you're treated with respect and allowed to make an intelligent decision about the car that is right for your needs without being pushed,
where we never have any bogus charges just for doing your paperwork,
a dealership that offers great prices without all the tricky advertising gimmicks.
Come see Joel, Michael, or Heath, or visit us online at www.philwrighttoyota.com.
Cars have changed a lot over the years. If your pride and joy has been in an accident or just needs restoration, you need a team of specialists with the up-to-date knowledge and equipment to do the job right. At Advanced Collision Solutions, our team is certified as I-CAR Gold Class professionals to restore all kinds of vehicles, from antiques to RVs, and we guarantee our service with a lifetime warranty.
So choose the right solution. Choose Advanced Collision Solutions.
.225 left to go in this third period, and the Cyclone offense has got to get something going. They trail 13-0. And here's an offense that played so well against Fayetteville and just been stymied here tonight. Back Hughes throws out of the backfield. It is complete to David Robinson. Picked up about 7 or 8 on that pass play. Let's look at it again. Hughes looks left. Finds Robinson out there.
Robinson, 8 yards on the play.
Able to get across the 25 and out to about the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
So a nice throw and catch. One of the bigger offensive plays of the night for the Cyclone offense. And I hate to say that, but that's the truth at this point. Just hasn't been a whole lot of offense, period. Hughes gives it off to Golden. And there is nothing there for Golden. He's trying to push the pile forward for maybe a yard or two. They finally blew the whistle, and they may give him his forward progress. Stopped by a host of white-clad Bryant Hornets, led by Sean Birchfield, number 95. And they did give him that forward progress. Out near the 30. There's a flag on the play, and it's going to be against Bryant. A face mask penalty. It's the inadvertent. Probably at the end of that player, but he was in there grabbing. Well, it's a first down for the Cyclones, and that's the first down since the first half. And only one in the first half. So the Cyclones now have 2 that I remember. 3 wide receivers to the near side of the field. That's the wide side of the field. Last moments of period 3. Barrett Hughes from the shotgun. Looking. Throws and... Hey, that's a great catch by Stephen Gebhard. Gets himself across midfield to the 48-yard line of Bryant. Let's look at it again. Hughes had a double clutch. Really threw a fine pass in here over one defender in just before a second, and Gebhard got tagged pretty good. Coming across hitting him first was Chris Brooks, number 6, before he was knocked out of bounds. First down, Cyclones at the 48-yard line of Bryant. Maybe this is an omen of things to come. Give it off. That's Golden. Best run of the night to the 39-yard line. Drug down by number 6, Chris Brooks. Look at it again from ground level. Nice cutback. Nice up front blocking. Nice job. Particularly, let's point out, nice block there by Neil Demarius. Got it inside the 40-yard line. Cyclones' deepest penetration of the ball game. Back. Oh, look out. Hughes throws. Complete to that guy we were talking about. Neil Demarius, the tight end. And this was almost Barrett Hughes on the ground. He steps between 2 defenders, drills Demarius between 2 defenders, and he falls forward inside the 30-yard line to the 29. The 29-yard line of Bryant. Under center, Hughes. Roll away. Wants to throw right. Complete to Tanner Keeling, but he was dropped immediately. Boy, I'll tell you what. Bryant had studied the films. They'd seen that play. Chris Brooks made the tackle. That did not fool Bryant at all. Gain of 3 down to the 26. That's the end of the third period. We're going to period number 4, folks. Bryant leads 13-0, but the Cyclones are driving.
I'm back in my old school to talk about Suddenlink digital cable and high-speed internet. That's my 5th grade teacher, Mrs. Panucci.
Michael, you still owe me that paper on horseshoe crabs.
Sure thing, Mrs. Panucci, but right now I'm giving an oral presentation about Suddenlink. There's tons of educational shows, and their internet speeds are the fastest in town.
Michael.
I gotta go, but call Suddenlink.
Get Suddenlink 4 meg preferred high-speed internet. Now only $29.95 a month for your first 4 months.
When you're looking for a pre-owned vehicle, Valley Motors offers the best selection in the River Valley. Only the cleanest vehicles that have passed a Carfax report and our silver certified 70-point inspection are waiting for you. Plus, we have a large selection of vehicles getting 30 miles per gallon or more. Knowledgeable, friendly salespeople, the best selection, prices starting at $49.95, and easy financing are all at Valley Motors Pre-Owned Center, your friends in the car business. Highway 64 East in Russellville.
Second down and 7, Russellville. 26.
Second and 7 for the Cyclones. Trying to get back into this football game. Fourth quarter homecoming. Fans getting a little bit to be excited about. Quick pitch on the outside to Golden. Gets to the 20 and run out of bounds. Just turned the old speed on. Let's look at it again.
Run out of bounds by
just a quick pitch on the corner. And let Golden run as fast as he can, try to beat everybody as far as he can get to the corner. And very wisely, he stepped out of bounds. So the football at the 20-yard line. Third down and less than a yard. Robinson goes split right. Stephen Gebhardt is split left. High formation, give it off Golden. He'll have the first down. Didn't pick up but maybe 1 or 2, but enough to keep the chains moving. Fourth quarter. The stop was made by big number 98, 235-pound sophomore Josh Hampton. First down, Cyclones. Football at the 18-yard line. Cyclones run 3 wide receivers right. See them stacked up there. Giving it off to Haley, and Haley's going to be dumped at the line of scrimmage. Tried to come back to the weak side. Good pursuit by Dylan Chisholm. The linebacker, number 22.
No gain on the play.
No gain for the Cyclones.
20-yard line.
At the 19. Haley goes in the slot to the near side, along with Gebhard. Split wide left. Barrett Hughes. Throws. Oh, it bounced. That, boy, you don't see that happen often. Right off of the shoulder pads of David Robinson as he was diving for it. He usually comes up with those. And I was afraid it was going to get picked off.
19-yard line.
So at the 19. The Cyclones trying to find the end zone for the first time tonight. They trail 13-0 at homecoming. Undefeated on the year, but Bryant has taken them to task tonight. Hughes has 3 wide receivers right. Single receiver is put back to the near side. Hughes fires. Incomplete. But right past the fingertips of Haley.
Fourth down and 10.
4th and 10 for Russellville. And Haley looked like he's either he hurt his hand or he's a little disgusted at not making the catch there. So Barrett Hughes gets the play that head coach Jeff Holt wants to run here on 4th down. 4th down at the 19. Cyclones within range here of getting back in the ball game, but they need a big play here. Hughes fires. Incomplete. Too low, intended for Stephen Gebhardt down around the 8-yard line. It would have been enough for a first down, but the ball goes over to Bryant. How many more times will the Cyclones get the football tonight? Trailing 13-0. It's beginning to get a little nervous. You keep thinking the Cyclone offense is going to wake up and really come up with some bang-bang plays and score, but it just hasn't happened so far. Offset I formation from the shotgun. Easterling hands it inside, and dumped for a loss is Rycroft. Well, they stacked up. They really stacked up the offensive blockers on this play. There wasn't any place to go. Big David Stewart fell on him from behind, but they just knocked all the blockers back and down on the ground. Rycroft didn't have any place to go. And boy, you got to hand it to the defense. They have played their hearts out. Not that the offense hasn't played their hearts out, it just hasn't clicked for them. And it looks like we've got an injured Bryant lineman who's going to be helped off to the sideline. That's Eli Staten, who is one of the captains, by the way, a 220-pound, 6'1" offensive lineman. So the football at the 18-yard line. Let me tell you, this really hasn't been an offensive gem for either team. Easterling in the backfield, shotgun. Comes to the near side, complete. And the fullback is hammered. Josh Morosco. Boy, he laid the lick on him. That's Aspen Trevino out of the backfield, but as he turned, he is clobbered at the 21. Boy, there have been some leather popping out on Cyclone Stadium field tonight. There'll be some people in the whirlpool after this game tonight. Wow. Hard hitting. Been a clean played ball game, but it's been hard hitting. Easterling down the middle. Almost intercepted by Lucas Frazee. And there again, here's another guy who's played great tonight. Lucas Frazee. Let's look at it again. Easterling trying to find Floyd at 6'5". Throws it out there, and here's Frazee. Jumps as tall as he can and knocks it away. He is a full 8 inches shorter than Floyd. And he went up the ladder and got that one. So Bryant has to punt. Cyclone's going to get the football back. There's Humbard. David Robinson back. See if he can get a big run back for the Cyclones. It's a high snap. Humbard is going to be down to back at the 1-yard line. And Humbard is just, he is frustrated. Let's look here. Looks like a high snap. It is. He tried to one-handed. That's all he could get on it. And he's going to be tackled back at the 1-yard line.
Ball's on the 3-yard line.
Lucas Frazee, guess who? They say actually they're going to put it down at the 3, but the Cyclones get the football. Golden opportunity here. Trailing 13-0. Golden dots the I. Under center is Hughes. Cyclone fans beginning to get a little excited. Give it off. There's nothing there for Kenneth Golden. Down there was Brad Dull, number 97, senior defensive lineman.
Dead on the tackle.
Nothing doing there. Second and goal at the 3.
Second down and goal.
As much as the Cyclone defense has been great, remember the score is 13-0. Bryant has thrown a shutout to this point on the Cyclone offense. Bring Haley in motion. Throwing. Hughes trying to throw. Fires. Incomplete. Intended for Jared Vinson and thrown low. And boy, a great pursuit by Bryant also. So it brings up 3rd down and goal at the 3. Boy, oh boy. Cyclones have got to get in here. Time is beginning to become a factor. You're down 13 points. Cyclones bring it up to the line of scrimmage. Led by Logan Humphrey. High formation. Jared Vinson. And we're going to have a timeout called. Cyclones take a timeout here. Try to decide exactly what they want to do here in the 4th quarter, and they need a touchdown desperately. Want to remind you of our great sponsors once again. You'll see them as they crawl across the bottom of your screen. Thanks so much to all of them. We'll be right back.
Airing at 11 a.m. tomorrow.
CenturyTel high-speed internet, $14.95 a month when you bundle. Think fast.
Look in the huddle. Trying to give these Cyclones some encouragement. Head coach Jeff Holt. Cyclones would be right back in it if they can score here. You know, you score here, you hold Bryant, you get the ball, you go back, you score, you kick the extra point, you're up 1. But you need to score right here. Hughes brings Haley in motion. Back. Hughes tries to loft it up. Oh, there's nobody there. Tried to get it to Tanner Keeling. And it'll bring up a 4th down. Keeling couldn't get deep enough. There were lots of defenders there. And now what are the Cyclones going to decide to do here? Go for it or kick the field goal? Looks like I don't see Zach Hocker on the field. So it looks like the Cyclones have decided they have got to put 6 on the board here, not 3. Barrett Hughes runs into the huddle. Head coach Jeff Holt has the play he wants to run on this 4th down at the 3-yard line. 4th quarter. Bryant leads 13-0. Cyclone fans excited for homecoming. What a big homecoming victory here tonight. Give it off. Oh, and there's Kenneth Golden. He did not get in. Went back to the weak side, and Bryant is excited. They made the stop. There is a flag on the play. Bryant may have gotten a little bit excited. And sticking his head in there and making the grab, Dylan Chisholm, number 22. And then he had help. But the Cyclones can't find the end zone again. And the discussion goes on amongst the officials. After that, the yellow hanky was thrown. Haven't been a whole lot of hankies that have been in the air tonight. And it is unsportsmanlike conduct, they say, against Russellville. I guess Russellville a little frustrated by not picking up that touchdown. Thought it might have been for celebrating by Bryant, but that's not the case. So bring it out to the 17-yard line instead of the 2. And that's where Bryant will have it. Boy, oh boy, can the Cyclones hold again? Every tick of that clock becoming more and more important. Well, this defense has just played above their heads and have kept the Cyclones as close as possible, and here they do it again. Josh Morosco over there to make the stop on Rycraw. And the Cyclone defense has made the adjustments. Rycraw was picking up 6 and 7 yards at a time. The offensive line was opening up some big holes. But that situation has stopped. Cyclone defense has played very well. So a short pickup on the play, almost 3. 2nd and 7. The fullback is Trevino. Rycraw has gone all the way at tailback tonight for Bryant. Right now, I'm sure Bryant feels pretty good. They lead 13-0, and they've got the ball. Give it off, Rycraw. Again, he tries to slip the outside, and did you see that 45? Yes, I did too, Jared Vincent. He had some help.
Jared Vincent on the tackle.
No gain on the play. 3rd and 7. So the Cyclone defense keeps closing the door on the Bryant offense. Third and 7. Big play here once again. There have been big plays after big plays after big plays in this game. Cyclone band wanting a big play also. Oh, and there Rycraw. He hasn't made a mistake all night, but he did that time. You can see him moving forward, and that's going to cost Bryant 5 yards. Wait a second here. What is going on? They started to march it off against the Cyclones. And Rycraw obviously moved forward in the backfield for Bryant. So the discussion continues. Well, maybe they were drawn offside. It must be against the Cyclones. You see Terrell Carter, his reaction. Offsides, they call against the Cyclones. Very interesting. So it brings the football out to the 25-yard line. And the Cyclones have got to make a big play here defensively. Try to get the ball back. Give it off Rycraw. And he has enough for the first down and more. Josh Morosco made the stop. Jared Vincent also in on the play, but Rycraw has been the bell cow tonight for Bryant when they needed some tough yardage. At the 30, first down for Bryant. And the Cyclones cannot let that happen much more. The clock is not their friend. So first down, I formation in the backfield. Easterling done a good job of engineering this Bryant offense tonight. Gives it off to Rycraw, and Rycraw, hey, got 2 or 3. David Stewart down at the bottom of that pile. Also in there, number 44, Addison Walker, the junior. 2-yard pickup. 2nd and 8. And I'm sure right now Bryant just wants to be very methodical. Keep getting first downs, keep the clock running. Because it's not 1 touchdown, it's 2. 13-0 Bryant. The Cyclones entered this game undefeated. It's homecoming. Rycraw. Ooh, he is met and dropped. Loss on the play, Jared Vincent. And Grant Mitchner there. From ground level. Look at this penetration. Josh Morosco forced that play back inside. And then a nice job by the Cyclone defense to stop that play. Football at the 32. And Bryant in no hurry. Floyd split to the near side. High formation. Hands it off. Rycraw, boy, he is met and dumped.
Rycraw on the carry.
Jared Vincent.
Addison Walker.
Tries to go to the outside, and there's Addison Walker also in on the play. He goes down low, and guess who? Josh Morosco high. So the same names we've been talking about all night long. 4th down, and we'll call it 7, between 7 and 8. So the punt unit comes on, and the Cyclones are going to get the football back again, trailing 13-0. Cyclones got down to the 3-yard line after recovering or actually tackling the punter for a loss at the 3-yard line on the 4th down play, and we have a flag dropped. Have a new punter in the ball game, Tanner Tolbert, number 20, and we have a delay of game against Bryant. Like we said, they're in no hurry. So the football moves back to the 28-yard line. And the new punter, Tanner Tolbert, a sophomore, will punt this football away. Last time, of course, it went high, and the punter had to fall on the football, and the Cyclones had the ball at the 3-yard line, couldn't score. There's David Robinson waiting. Almost blocked, and a fair catch signaled for by David Robinson. Awfully close was Chris Brooks, number 6. So the Cyclones get the football at the 39-yard line. They're 61 yards away from pay dirt and down 13. 4th quarter. Cyclones undefeated, but right now unscored. Barrett Hughes from the shotgun. Up, and a jailbreak breaks out. Everybody went except that the center didn't snap the ball. So who went first? Offsides against Bryant. Yeah, that gets 5 yards the easy way.
Offsides against Bryant. 5-yard penalty.
So move it up to the 44-yard line. Now just 56 yards away. Twin right, twin left. Hughes fires. It's complete. Nice catch by Stephen Gebhard. Number 22, Dylan Chisholm. Let's look at it from ground level. Right there in front of you. There's Gebhard and Chisholm to cover him up. But it's a first down for the Cyclones at the 47 of Bryant. Twin right, twin left. Hughes. Fired. It's complete. That's Keeling. Boy, what a nice run after the catch. The big tight end. Hughes looking for him. He found a crease. Makes a nice grab there at the 40. Kind of loose carrying the football. 35 and down to the 30-yard line. Boy, the biggest catch of the night. But boy, he carried that football out there like a loaf of bread. Whew, that was scary. Hughes throws underneath. Oh, incomplete. Almost intercepted. Intended for Kenneth Golden. I was afraid 22, Dylan Chisholm, was going to reach over there with a big paw and pick that one off. At the 30, second down and 10. Can the Cyclones come back in this one? 13-0, undefeated, homecoming. Second ranked in the state. You don't want to be, Russellville does not want to be the Fayetteville Bulldogs when they played Russellville. But Fayetteville was ranked number 1. Pass thrown, and is it complete? No, it's incomplete to Kenneth Golden. Brings up third down and 10. There's a flag on the play. Let's see what Cyclones are giving ground. Could this be a holding call? Because they're giving up more than just a 5-yard penalty amount of yardage. That's what it is. It's holding.
Holding against Russellville.
So that'll cost the Cyclones 10. From the spot of the foul, even. Back to across the 40, the 45, to the 46-yard line. So, second down. I think that makes it 26 to go.
46-yard line.
Hughes. Stands in that pocket and throws. It is incomplete, intended for Stephen Gebhardt. Got his hands on it, couldn't find the handle. And Gebhardt is a sure-handed youngster also. So, brings up third down, 26 from the 46-yard line. And it's just like the Cyclone offense has been snake bit tonight. So let's see what Cyclones can come up with here. Pulling out everything that Coach Holt and his coaching staff can come up with tonight. Hughes. Fires, that's Keeling, breaks that tackle, 40, 35, 30, down the sideline, 20 and out of bounds. Biggest play of the night. And Keeling should have been out of bounds way upfield before the first down. But Hughes finds that 250-pounder. And look at this, he just shakes it off like butter. At the 40, 35, 30, 25, and the 20-yard line. He picked up 20 extra yards after the catch. First down, Cyclones. Hughes throwing, and it's complete. Down to about the 13-yard line. Let's look at that one again. Little hook pattern. That's David Robinson. Catches it at the 14 and was able to get to the 13 before he's knocked down there.
Gain of 5,
second and 5. Cyclones. That red pylon is pay dirt. Hughes firing. It's complete. And then dropped by Stephen Gebhardt, and Brooks thought it was a fumble recovery, but the officials, I think, ruled it was incomplete. That one could have gone either way. Gebhardt had it for just a split second, and that could have been a fumble, but the officials said no. So a lucky break this time goes for the Cyclones. So Hughes from the shotgun. Looks, fires, and overthrows David Robinson. He was in the end zone, but a little too long for him.
Logan Garland depending on the play. 4th down and 5, Russellville.
4th down and 5. 4th and 5. And time is beginning to run out. And you can see Cyclone coaches are going, what do we have to do? 2 minutes and 13 seconds left in the game. Cyclones down 13. Back. Hughes. That's complete to Haley. Let's look at it again from ground level. There's Haley. He turns inside and bingo, hit right there. And again, that is Dylan Chisholm who made the grab, or I should say made the tackle on Haley who made the grab. And the officials out there talking about things as we have the all-important measurement. And it's plenty enough by almost the length of the football. That was a big measurement right there. First down, Cyclones, 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. But time, so little time left. Just about 2 minutes to go. But you feel like Cyclones, they can get in the end zone here. At least they've got a hope. Hughes decides to go from the shotgun. Looking. Down the middle. Incomplete, intended for Keeling.
Hughes pass intended for Keeling, incomplete.
Pretty good choice, the big 250-pound target, but couldn't hang on. Wow, it is getting to be... There are no fingernails left in the press box.
Brandon Peach depending on the play. 2nd down and goal, Russellville.
2nd and goal at the 8. Got to find a way. Cyclones couldn't get in a few moments ago from the 3. Now trying to get in from the 8. Twins left. Single receiver right. Gotta believe. Back. Throwing. Complete. David Robinson. Touchdown. Oh, my. Look at this again on instant replay. Turns it inside, and Hughes hits him right in the chest. And when he bounced off, he was already in the end zone. And that has got to feel so good for the Cyclones to finally say, yes, we finally... You see the clock, only 1:44 left in this one, and Bryant still leads by 6. With the extra point kick upcoming from Zach Hocker. Down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. Well, the Cyclones only trail by 6, 13-7. Can it happen? 1:44 left. We'll be right back.
The internet and e-commerce are radically changing the way consumers are spending their money. In fact, a recent U.S. Department of Commerce study shows a 27% increase year over year in internet e-commerce spending, and they expect $117 billion to be spent every year on the internet by 2008. IMC Studios has proven web design and internet e-commerce solutions to help you put your business's products on the internet for a global market. We've been serving the River Valley for over 10 years.
$1:44 to go. Most excited these Cyclone fans have been since the start of the ball game. Finally, something to cheer about. But can the Cyclones?
Flag on the play.
There is still a mountain to climb. We hear there's a flag on the play. There it is in the end zone. It's against Bryant. And the extra point still stood, but it is going to result in the kickoff coming a lot closer to Bryant. Matter of fact, they're going to line up at the 45-yard line of the Hornets.
On the kickoff, Cyclones will kick off from the Hornets' 45-yard line.
So Zach Hocker will do the honors. Is an onside kick forthcoming? Hocker, who has done such a tremendous job kicking, squibs it. Oh, no! Bryant, could it be all the way for a touchdown? Stephen Gebhard drags down Hunter Mayall. Look at this.
Hunter Mayall returns the kick down to the 6.
Mayall gets it at the 35, and he sets sail as the Cyclones were trying to get an onside kick recovered, and only Stephen Gebhard dives and wrestles him down at the 15-yard line. But a flag on the play. What is the flag on the play? Because Bryant there. I know they had to think all we got to do now is just put the knee down 3 times and the game would be over. Well, we're fixing to find out. That one was almost the backbreaker. And amazing that Stephen Gebhard was able to run down Hunter Mayall from behind.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against Bryant. 15 yards from the spot of the foul.
Unsportsmanlike conduct is the call against Bryant from the spot of the foul. Oh, my. So it's not at the 15 of Russellville. It's back in Bryant territory at the 28-yard line. How does that grab you? But the clock, still the important part. And I know Bryant feels like they could probably just run out the clock now. Off the left side, not anything there for Rycraw. Josh Morosco and Terrell Carter make the stop. I hear a whistle on the play. We have a timeout on the field. Back in a moment.
North Little Rock 21.
Danny Cawthorn wants to be your next Pope County Sheriff. He has 16 years of law enforcement background and experience, was hired as a Pope County deputy in 1974, is a Vietnam veteran who served with the 101st Airborne, the owner of a successful Pope County small business. Danny Cawthorn, your choice for Pope County Sheriff.
Hi, I'm Danny Cawthorn, and I'd like to be your next sheriff.
We want you to vote for Danny.
Well, you see the clock, 1:33 is all there is left in this one. Cyclones trail by 6, 13-7. They're undefeated. It's Russellville homecoming. Bryant thinking that they can just run the clock out now. They're not in the victory formation, but almost. Handed off to the big fullback. Nothing doing there. Jared Vinson
Aspen Trevino on the carry.
tackled Aspen Trevino, number 33. Brings up 3rd down.
Terrell Carter on the tackle along with Jared Vinson. Gain of 2. 3rd down and 7. Bryant, 31-yard line.
And we'll be back. There's timeout on the field. Back in a moment.
Want more life per gallon? Then Valley Motors is your best buy. With over 1/3 of our pre-owned inventory getting 30 miles per gallon and cars and trucks beginning at only $178 per month, it is a win-win situation for you. Plus, Valley Motors' goal is to finance everyone with the best rates, the best warranties, and the peace of mind in buying a quality certified pre-owned vehicle. That's Valley Motors, Highway 64 East in Russellville. Your friends in the car business.
Cyclones took another critical timeout. Try to preserve what little is left. Under a minute and a half. A 3rd down here. Stop them here, and Bryant will have to punt. The Cyclones will get it back. I know Bryant thought they could just almost go in the victory formation and run the clock out, but guess what? They haven't been able to do it so far. Keeping it Easterling, and he is going to be dropped. There you go, the ball popped loose. Jared Vinson, let's look at it again. From ground level, Easterling just trying to find a little hole. Cuts back in. Jared Vinson tackles him. The ball's on the ground, and Trent Leslie is there to recover the fumble. Huge. You can see the Bryant fans are. There's a fellow puts his hands over his head. I can't believe it. Bryant ahead 13-0 with just over 2 minutes to go in the ball game, and now the Cyclones have it with a chance to go in. They have 29 yards to go. They can tie with a touchdown. An extra point kick would put them in the lead. What do we say? You gotta believe? You gotta believe right now. Hughes looking. Fires toward the end zone. Incomplete. David Robinson was the intended target. He was triple covered in the end zone. Hey, that's who I'd cover, I'll guarantee you. He's made some miracle catches this year. So, bring up second down. Good thing is the clock stops. Just inside the 30. Gebhard near side. Haley in the slot. Robinson far side. Shotgun. Bryant trying to urge their defense on. Hughes. Now he's going to step up and throw. Is it complete at the 19-yard line? Incomplete. David Robinson pleading his case. Oh, my. Third down and 10. Just inside the 30-yard line. Not only is the clock running down, but the number of plays left in this series. We're at third down here. And the Cyclones still 30 yards away. You can hear the Cyclone fans going nuts. Hughes firing. Incomplete to Stephen Gebhard. Brings up fourth down. And this is it. This is the last chance for the Cyclones. They have got to convert here. Because I promise you, Bryant can now run the clock out. The Cyclones, I don't think, have any more timeouts. Well, it's fourth down. What can the magician, Barrett Hughes, and his coach, Jeff Holt, pull out here? The undefeated season is on the line right here. Homecoming victory is on the line right here. Hughes fires. Complete. Oh, no. Keeling. He's down to the 2-yard line. Unbelievable. The big guy comes through again. This place is pandemonium. Hughes stood in the pocket, fired. Great leaping catch by Keeling. Hit at the 10. Not stopped there. He wasn't going to go down. Falls forward down to the 2. Oh, my. That's why high school football is a great game. From the 2, Barrett Hughes not in for the touchdown. He might have gotten to the 1 or maybe just inside. Cyclones trying to line it up. Clock is running. 13-7 your score. Hughes spikes the football to stop the clock.
Hughes spikes the ball. Clock is stopped with 24 seconds to play.
You heard the PA announcer, 24 seconds. You see it on the clock. That's all that is left. Oh, my. Are we watching a movie or is this a real football game? Well, they're going to bring big David Stewart into the lineup. All 327 pounds of him. Is he going to get the football? He's in at fullback. I'd hate to stop him. Logan Humphrey sets him down. Hughes. Yeah, they give it to the big guy. He's in. That's his first carry of the year. And the senior David Stewart will have something to remember for a lifetime. They weren't going to stop. Look at this. He is not going to be stopped. Sean Birchfield, 175 pounds against 327. It's just a mismatch. Cyclones are tied at 13, and now Zach Cocker, for all practical purposes, can win the football game right here. Who'd have thunk it 2 minutes ago? The kick is up. The kick, it is good! 14-13, the Cyclones lead. What a toe. We'll be right back.
Though I've been actively involved in public service for several years, I find that family life plays a critical role in preparing me to be your state representative. Families deal with budgets every day, and things like jobs and safety are paramount to us. We know education is the key to success, and that we all have to work together for the good of all. Families, they can teach us a lot about the right paths in life. As your next state representative, I'll bring my collective public service and practical experience to the state capitol.
Well, you just had to believe. The Cyclones believed, and they got a big break on Easterling's fumble. Cyclones would have gotten the ball back probably anyway, because that was a third down play, and Easterling and the Bryant Hornets would have had to have punted, but the Cyclones got it in much better field position to score. 14-13. Cyclones, maybe homecoming will be happy yet. And you know that's when into the end zone, that's a touchback. And you know Bryant has got to be wondering what happened. What bomb went off? Because they were set 13-0 with a little over 2 minutes to go. And now the Cyclones on the verge of winning and remaining undefeated. Well, you can tell a Hail Mary pass is coming up here. Cyclones 14-13, Easterling. Fires. It's complete. That's Floyd out of bounds with 14 seconds.
Pass complete to Floyd. Josh Morosco on the tackle.
Football out to the 35, so this one's not over yet. Got to remember,
34-yard line.
Austin Bradley has kicked 2 long field goals, 1 of 40. So they only have to get 35 yards downfield to set him up. Easterling. Now he rolls left. He fires. Through Parrish's hands, incomplete. Second down and 10, but that's not what is important right now. What is important right now is the clock. And that was a hard throw for Easterling. He had to roll to the left and throw across his body. It's hard to get any mustard on it. Well, now Bryant hoping for a miracle. And the Cyclone defense hoping they can make one more stop. Boy, this is going to be a happy homecoming. I'll tell you what, if they can hold on, if the Cyclones can hold on here. Easterling, he's just going to run for it now. 50, 45. Backs up. Uh-oh, that may not have been a good idea. Well, we'll see. 50, 45, 40. Uh-oh. Still on his feet. Easterling trying to stay on. Oh, and he's going to be knocked. The ball pops loose. But the ball game is over as the clock ran out. Easterling just trying to keep running. He got down inside the 30. Great effort by that young man on the last play of the football game. But the Cyclones, they had to believe. And the Cyclones, that's Demary is down on the ground. I think he was kissing the dirt.
20 seconds left to play.
Great ball game. The coaches shake hands after a real classic. And the Cyclones win the homecoming game 14-13. What a great game. Van Buren is next. This week's Players of the Game brought to you by Century Tel. The offensive player of the game, who else? Tanner Keeling. The defensive player of the game, what a game for Lucas Frazee. And special teams player of the game, Zach Hocker. That's your Players of the Game brought to you by Century Tel.